All right, so if we are reflecting ABC over the x-axis here, we're dealing with reflections. If I want to reflect this, A, right here, it's got to go, well, it's 2 down to the x-axis, so we've got to go down 2 more, right? So that would be A prime right there. B, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down there. So that's B prime. And C's only 1 down. Oh, only got to go 1 down there. That's C prime. So now you can connect those. And we're going to find the coordinates for those. So that's how we do it. Here are the coordinates for A, B, and C. I want you to take about 20 seconds here, and maybe 30 seconds. I want you to find the coordinates for A prime, B prime, and C prime, please. 30 seconds. Go. What's the pattern here? A prime is 1, 2. A prime is 1, -2. B is 4, 5. B prime is 4, -5. C is 6, 1. C prime is 6, -1. What is the pattern here? Ma'am?
It's the same, except the values.
The y values are negative. Are they always going to be negative? What if they were already negative?
Maybe positive.
Maybe positive. Okay, great. Looks like you got it. Let's do one more of these. Do one more of these just to test that theory here. So you're going to make A at 2, 3. That's going to be A. B is going to be down here at -3, 4. And C is going to be at 8, 0. And I want you to reflect this over the x-axis. A is 2, 3. B is -3, 4. C is 8, 0. All right, so to find the coordinates here, well, to find A prime, we had to go, reflect over the axis, you got to go 1, 2, 3. So we got to go 1, 2, 3. That easy. To find B, we had to go up 1, 2, 3. So you got to go up 1, 2, 3. And to find C, well, we had to go 0 down, so we have to go 0 down again. Oh, that just stays put, doesn't it? So C prime and C are the exact same thing, aren't they? Does the pattern hold? If I want to reflect over the x-axis, I just take the opposite of the y-coordinate. Does that pattern hold?
Yeah.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. -3 became 3. 0, well, the opposite of 0 is 0. Pretty simple. All right. Let's actually keep our triangle ABC. Keep triangle ABC. Except this time we're going to reflect it over the y-axis. Why? Because I said so. 4, 3, 0. There's C, there's B. This time we're going to reflect it over the y-axis. And this is going to be really, really tough because you're going to have to count to the side this time. Oh, Mr. Kuhne, I have to count again? I have to count? Yes, you have to count. You got to straw, suck it up. So, we got to count from A. Come here. Well, it's 2 over, right? There's the y-axis, so let's go 2 over. Pretty simple. Take 30 seconds and reflect over the y-axis. Go. So, to go over the y-axis, I went 2 over this way, so I got to go 2 over this way. So A prime would be -2, comma, +3. B, I went 4 over this way, so we got to go 4 over this way. So that's going to be -4, -3. That's correct. And we got to go 8 to get back to here, and so we go 8 over on this side. So it's going to be -8, comma, 0. What's the pattern between these two? Take just 10 seconds right now. Talk about your team. What's the pattern? Whisper, go. All right, so to reflect over the y-axis, what do we have to do? Mr. O'Neill.
You do the opposite of the x.
The opposite of the x-coordinate, isn't it? This is 2, this is -2. The y-coordinate stays the same. Very good, very good. All right, so we got the y-axis, we got the x-axis. What if we have to reflect over, we'll keep triangle ABC here. We're liking that triangle. What if we have to reflect over something other than the x-axis? Other than an axis. What if we have to reflect over the line x equals -2? Well, let's draw that line. X equals -2. Still got to count. Now, how far is 2, 3 away from x equals -2, sir? Well, it's just 4 units, right? 4 units away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. So that'll be A prime. Reflect C and D as well. 30 seconds.
Go.
All right, so it's all about counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A is -6, 3. B here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is negative B. -8, comma, -3. And then we have -12, comma, 0. So we count it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty simple? Yes? No? Now I'm going to just completely blow your minds. Then all of a sudden, you're going to do this, you're going to figure it out, and then all of a sudden you're going to see the shortcut. You're going to go, oh my gosh, it's going to be so easy now. What if I told you to reflect across the line y equals x? Now first you may be saying, well, I don't know how to draw that line, Mr. Q. My algebra teacher didn't teach me that. And I'm going to say you're lying. Because they did. They taught you y equals mx plus b. So the beginning number is what we're adding on to the end. Well, what imaginary number are we adding on to the end here? Shout it out. 1, 2, 3. No, not 1. 0. We had nothing on the end. Now what imaginary number is in front of the x? 1, or 1 over 1, right? So I'm going to start at 0. I'm going to go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and so on. We're going to graph that line. And then over here, I'm going to graph some points. I'm going to call this A at 1, 7. B is going to be right here at 4, 6. 1, 7. And C is going to be right here at 1, 5. And I want you to reflect it over this line. Now you may be saying, well, Mr. Kuhne, how am I going to do that? It's all sideways. That's okay. Do we have any point of reference in geometry? Are we allowed to turn our heads or our papers? Of course we are. So all I'm going to do is this. And I want you to do the same thing. Actually graph it, but then turn your board to the side and figure out, okay, where would B prime be? It's going to be over here somewhere. Where is it going to be? So graph those points, graph the reflection, and then find the coordinates for both. I'll give you 2 minutes for that. Go. 1, my turn. All right, got a couple different ways we can do this. I had some students going, okay, I'm going to go 1 down and 1 over. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. 1 down, 1 over. And that's going to be B prime. And that works. I had some people saying, hey, I'm just going to go 1 diagonal over and then 1 diagonal over. That works too. So now this is 4, 6, right? This one though is 6, 4. Huh. That's interesting. Well, let's try it first. Let's see here. We're going to go, it would be 1, 2, 3 diagonals over, or down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Do that 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So C prime is 7, 1. So B prime here was 6, 4. C prime was, no, sorry, that's A prime. A prime, sorry. 7, 1. Huh, what's the pattern? What is the pattern here? Think about it, think about it, think about it. Ma'am, what is it? We just switched the x and the y coordinate, don't we? We just switched the x and y coordinate. What's the coordinate of C going to be? C prime? 4, 1. Let's see that. Let's test it here. So let's see here. It's going to be 1. Oh, that looks like half a triangle, right? So I'm going to go half on the other side, and I'm going to go 1 again. So that's C prime. Hey, that's 4, 1, isn't it? And then we can just draw the reflection. So you should be able to fill in this now. To reflect over y equals x, what do you do? What do you do? Fill that note in there. What's our original shape called? Anybody remember?
Image.
Not the image.
Pre-image.
The pre-image, and then the new shape is the image. Yes, the new shape is the image. So this is the pre-image. The new shape is the image. All right. But let's say you're doing this and you forget. You're like, oh, Mr. Kuhne, I forget. Do I switch the x coordinates to y coordinates? Do I make it positive or negative? If you forget, what should you do? Draw it and count. If you just draw and count, you can figure it out, can't you? Just don't be that student who's like, Mr. Kuhne, do I make it the x positive or the y positive, or what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. They're like, well, it's in my notes, I just don't want to look. I'm like, well, if you don't want to look, then how about you draw it? Oh, I'm too lazy. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. All right, so for all of these, we just have to count how far it is away from the line. Let's do it on just regular pencil paper. Don't need the dry erase boards anymore. I'm going to draw a line here on my paper using my ruler. Don't just sketch it by hand. And I'm going to draw S, T, and point P to honor our good friend Pat. And if we have to reflect across this line, well, what did we do over here? We just counted how far across we were, right? Can we use a ruler and count how far across we are from here? Do we need a graph to do it? No, not at all. So I can just go. Now, should I make my line? Should I count like this? No, I've got to make it the same line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the edge of my ruler here to make sure this is 90 degrees. So that's 90 degrees, so I'm going to sketch that over there. That's 90 degrees. Then I'm going to count over. All right. Looks like mine is 21. 21 centimeters. So I'm going to make sure I go 21 centimeters on the other side. 21 centimeters on the other side. And I'm going to call that S prime. Use your ruler. Do that on your own. I will give you 1 minute. All right, so here I got like 7.5 over, and I want 7.5 over on this side. Well, 7.5 over here, and I want 7.5 over here. I counted over, this is like 4 over here, so I want 4 over here. That's P prime, that's T prime. Yes, it can go on either side of the line. That's okay. That's okay. That's what you have for tonight. The big idea here is to reflect over any line, what do you have to do? Sum it up. Count. Count how far over to the line of reflection, and then count the same distance on the other side. Make sure the line's sitting at 90 degrees. Got to be 90 degrees. To reflect over the y-axis, what do? Opposite the x-coordinate. Reflect over the x-axis, what do? Opposite the y-coordinate. Reflect over y equals x, you switch the two. Go ahead and begin your homework.